Hello and welcome back to another video with me, Meoni, for Final Fantasy XIV. This time we're actually wrapping up the culmination of what has been, I don't know, months and months of work, mostly because I've just not been able to keep track of things properly. That is, of course, the completion of the Sightseeing Log, or at least entries 1 to 80. This is something I planned to do a long time ago, but didn't have the inertia to do it. And as some of you might know, we did the Sightseeing Log entries, the majority of them with Nadra, live on twitch.tv/Meoni. There are a couple, however, we had to do off-screen because they were at like 4 in the morning, for example, and stupid times like that. You have to really be at the whimsy of whatever the game tells you to do when it comes to the Sightseeing Log, or at least the early ones before Heavensward onwards. So yes, it was quite the task indeed. And as you can tell, if we go to our logs and actually look at the Sightseeing Log, we have ourselves 80 out of 80. This is obviously for A Realm Reborn. These were pretty tricky in places, as you've seen on some of the jumping puzzles, because a lot of this we did before flying was initiated, which actually added a lot more to it. These days, a lot of these are much more, well, simple, considering the old world areas can now be flown in for the most part. You'll notice when we get to page 5, however, it goes to Heavensward, which I've also completed. Heavensward doesn't have any timers on it. They're just in pre-locations. You just appear there at certain moments whenever you're free and do that. We've got all the Heavensward ones, and then there's Stormblood, which are more of the same, and onwards. But the first few in here, the first 80, are a real beastie to work towards. Yes, there are plenty of guides on the internet on how to track it, and in the description I'll try and link the tracking website that we used. But essentially all this is accumulated towards the achievement, which is Out of Sight, Out of Mind, which both me and Nadra finally got, which is for completion of entries 1 to 80 in your Sightseeing Log. And the main reason I did it is to get this, the Fledgling Apkallu Minion. Yes, it says, "We'll follow you until you give him a fish. We'll continue to follow you after being given a fish." So, you give Apkallu a fish and he'll be your friend for life. You give him more fish and he'll continue to moan at you until he gets more. So there we go. It's a pretty interesting minion. It is basically just a green penguin. This is what he looks like. You might have seen people with this before. Well, now you know what they had to do to actually get this. It's surprising how few people actually have this minion, but then how many people have actually bothered to do the Sightseeing Log. It looks so easy on paper, like do 1 to 80 in your Sightseeing Log, but when you start to realize there's weather dependencies, time dependencies, at a specific location, and then 4 of them are going to spawn and you only have a minute to travel between 4 of them, and they're on like a week timer, then you'll see why this took so long. But yes indeed. Ah dear. So, the actual text itself says, "While the hatchlings of other flightless cloudkin have been observed covered in a dull brown coat of down when they emerge from their eggs, Apkallus enter the world covered in the same vivid green plumage they will bear for their entire lives." And the hidden text, which is when you highlight over the patch here, it says, "Nesting hens do not spear a failed egg thief 1.5 times." Yes, from a quote there of Frandelont Reimdel. That's that person. I don't remember who they are. Yes, that's an interesting mouthful, isn't it, that stuff? I don't know. Hold on. Yes, so we can get him to feed from a hand with a hand over emote. I think pet is the one, yes. /pet is the one that triggers his animation. You'll notice I'm not using the Mamateer pet collection title, so this is just generic. He's just obedient, whatever you want. And he does this sort of like rah, rah, rah when you pet him. Or at least that's what I'm imagining. He's making noises rah, like rah, 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 I'm happy, now give me more fish. Yes, a man of my own heart there. I love my fish. Not just because I'm a kitty cat, but yeah, there we go. Oh, he's too far away. There we go. I quite like this one. I mean, it is just a green penguin, and whenever you see it, you might think, well, okay, that's an interesting minion, but it doesn't necessarily scream and shout at you how long it takes to actually get this. There's a few minions like this I'm working towards to complete I was going to say Pokedex, my minion decks. Yes, that's what we're going to be filling. Such as the Lord of the Minion ones and a couple of others. It's going to take me a while to complete them, but these are things I've never crossed off the list because I've never been bored enough to do them. We're in a bit of a lull between content now, so this is a perfect time. And yeah, I am very grateful to have the company that I did have when we did the Sightseeing Log on Twitch, and of course with Nadra helping along the way. And we had a great time. We read the lore, we used Blue Mage a few times to res onto places when we couldn't do the jumping puzzles. It was a lot of fun. And we'll be sure to do the other ones. We need to do Stormblood ones as part of the live stream soon. So hopefully Nadra will be up for that at some point. But yeah, let me know what you think about this minion. Is it worth the pain and suffering that is entries 1 to 80 for you? Who knows? Let me know if you've already got this one or you plan to. If you do plan to, good luck with that, and I wish you the very best. But thank you kindly for watching today's video. Enjoy the rest of your day, even if it is a Monday, and I'll see you all next time. Stay safe. And now I have to work on the minion. Oh god. I think I'm going to need all of the luck I can get at this point. What have I got myself into? See you later.